Okay, let's see if the fourth time is a charm. Good morning. It is Friday, June 11th, and we've made it through the week, and I'm so glad that you're here. This week has been a really good week for me because the Rocky Mountain Conference has had their annual celebration, and it's been a great time of gathering with members of the United Church of Christ across our conference. And so I'm glad I was there, and I'm glad to be here with you this morning. I want to share with you our psalm this morning. It is Psalm. My dogs have been inside, and as soon as I got on this morning, they now are out making noise. So I hope you can hear me. The psalm is Psalm 83. It says, "Oh God, do not keep silence. Do not hold your peace or be still, O God. Even now your enemies are in tumult. Those who hate you have raised their heads. As fire consumes the forest, as the flame sets the mountains ablaze, so pursue them with your tempest and terrify them with your hurricane. Fill their faces with shame so that they may seek your name, O Lord." Throughout many of these Psalms, if you've noticed, the psalmist really opens up their heart and says, I am angry, and your enemies, God, not mine, your enemies are really bothering me. And I don't have a problem with somebody being angry and opening their heart to God and saying, I'm really mad about this. I think the biggest problem is, what if we stay there? We can't stay there in that anger. And so how do we get out of anger? Last night we had book club, and at book club we read the book American Harvest, God, Country, and Farming in the Heartland. And in that book, the author, Marie Mutsuki Mockett, she went out into the what she calls the flyover states, Texas, Oklahoma, Colorado, Idaho, and she went with a harvesting crew and started to learn about them, learn about their religion, learn about their beliefs, she shared meals with them, she went to church with them, she did so many things, and she listened to their doubts and she shared her doubts with them. And at the end of the book, she really talks about how her time spent with these people had really changed her. And she talks in her book about the Great Divide. And I can't tell you how much I really recommend this book to you. It is not a book that I would have chosen, but it was for book club, and so we read it, and it was really exceptional. In that book, though, she talks about the great divides, the divides that we have with religion, with gender, with class, with race, the divide between city and country, the divide between science and creation, the divide between the educated and the uneducated. And she really dove into the divides. But as I think about that, one of the people that was at the Rocky Mountain Conference that I was talking to you about is Valarie Kaur, and she has this book, See No Stranger, and hers is a memoir and manifesto of revolutionary love. And I'm telling you, the love that she talks about in her book is extraordinary. And the first thing that she talks about is having wonder for another person. Who is this person? Where did they come from? Why do they think the way that they do? Because she says when you're wondering about somebody, you are really curious about them, and you don't have time to hate them because you're too filled with wonder. But this wonder is what will lead to an empathy for another person. It is what leads to revolutionary love for another person. And in so many ways, that's what Marie Mutsuki did when she spent time with the harvesters going across the country. She wondered about them, and she really got to know them. She asked questions. And I think about how many divides could we shorten? Could we make less? maybe even non-existent if we wondered about another person, if we were truly in relationships with other people. And that way we wouldn't even call them others. We would call them friends. We would call them beloved. So many things to think about. So today I hope that you can be filled with wonder about other people. Be filled with empathy for other people. And that's what I hope for you today. So I hope you have a good day as well, and we'll see you on Sunday at worship. Bye, everyone.